Good morning, survivors. It's Angie. It is 5 a.m. and I'm back on track for my schedule. I'm so excited, finally, after a week of the kids being back in school, I'm back on track. So let's see how this goes. All right, now, I got a new microphone. Let's see. And I realized that the reason it wasn't working is after doing some research, my camera app didn't really, didn't offer the support that the app needed. So let's hope this one works better. Hopefully this one will support the mic as it says, and you'll hear me better. Let's try it and see, shall we? All right, so I'm about to make the coffee, and then I'm gonna go in my office and see if this thing worked. Let's wish us luck, shall we? Okay, the microphone is plugged in, and supposedly it's gonna work. Supposedly this camera app is now set to listen to this microphone. So I'm gonna try an experiment. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm using the microphone now. Okay, and here in a second I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use it, and I'm going to let you try it out without it and tell me if it's better. And this is without the microphone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't really know if this thing's working better, but let's just try it anyway, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and just get right into it today. We're going to talk about unreasonable dreams and whether or not you should have them, all right? George Bernard Shaw wrote that the reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself, and therefore all progress depends on the unreasonable man. Well, I hope it's working okay. The sun is up, and it is a beautiful day. All right, so today I want to talk about your dreams. And I don't want to just talk about your dreams, but I want to talk about how are you following your dreams, and are you willing to dream unreasonably? Let's talk about it, shall we? First, let's have coffee. Okay, you got your cup. Are you ready to go? Let's do it. I don't really know if this thing's working better, but let's just try it anyway, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and just get right into it today. We're going to talk about unreasonable dreams and whether or not you should have them, all right? Have you ever thought about why people are always telling you to be reasonable in your dreams? Have you ever thought that maybe people are afraid of your potential success? I'll tell you this much. In my own life, anytime I have dared to dream unreasonably, it has rewarded me in big ways. Have I succeeded every time? Absolutely not. But have I succeeded more times than someone who doesn't dream unreasonably? Hell yeah. So, are you willing to dream unreasonably? What does that mean? Are you willing to dream big? Think about this. Okay, y'all know how much I love Oprah. If Oprah wasn't willing to dream unreasonably, you know what she would have been? A housekeeper. Because someone told her that's what she would be. But Oprah said, no, I'm not going to be a housekeeper. I'm going to be Oprah freaking Winfrey. So, who are you going to be? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be who you are today? And if you do, awesome. If you don't, are you willing to dream big? It's something you should think about. Something else to think about. A lot of times when we are dealing with people, and the internet and all the amazing technology that we have today, we fail to see how we have grown as a society, okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about radio, for example. Just a little more than 100 years ago, there was no radio that people couldn't have radios in their house, and it was like a thing. When my mom was a kid, she remembers getting her first TV, okay? In my lifetime, I have seen the internet go from non-existent to life-sustaining for a lot of people, including myself. I can't lie to you. I do all my work on the internet. So, if you think about that, and you think about the value that it has provided to our society, and you think about the fact that 100 years ago, you would be lucky to hear a voice from, caught in the wind, as opposed to turning on a radio and hearing the news or the shows that they ran at that time. if you think about the progress we as a society have made in those years, you have to know that there were some unreasonable dreamers. I mean, the fact that you can jump in an airplane and fly across the country and not hit the ground the minute you even get off the ground. I mean, that's amazing. Think about the technology advances in our lifetime. Think about the technology advances in our parents' lifetime, our grandparents. Think about it. It's a big deal. You know, there are people today, adults today, who don't remember life without the internet. You know, and if you think about that and you think about how our society has changed, you know, people have dreamed unreasonably. Why don't you dream unreasonably? What could you do if you had no limits? So how do you make the unreasonable dreams happen? How do you make the goals come to life? Well, one thing you have to do is start with your frame of mind. Are you thinking that you're going to fail? Because if you are, then you will. You have to know that you're going to succeed, and you have to be okay if you don't succeed in every single venture. So you have to change your vibration. Sometimes if you don't succeed, there's a reason outside of what you understand. You know, for example, when I lost my job in 2005, I had done nothing to deserve that. In fact, I'm 99% sure it was a sexism issue, but we don't need to go into that today. But I was just telling a client the other day, you know, I felt like I should defend myself when this happened, and I did a little bit, but not that much. Why didn't I do it that much? Well, because quite honestly, it was what I wanted. I didn't want that job anymore. I wanted a job that wasn't a job. I wanted to do my own thing, my own company. And so I did that, and that is where I sit today. And boy, I'm grateful for that. So sometimes things happen for a reason, even if you don't know the reason at that moment. So you have to change your perception whenever anything happens in your life, whether it's positive or negative. You have to look at the bigger picture. Look at the silver lining. Look at the thing that could be your ultimate happiness, or that could mean your ultimate happiness. The fact is, if I hadn't lost my job in 2005, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all today, because that is what led me to launch my own company and do my own thing. How about that? So sometimes the catalyst for change in our life might be a negative situation, but it can turn us into different people. So it's a positive thing. So listen, if you're an unreasonable dreamer like me, then my upcoming series is for you. I'll be starting it today, and it will be a series on how to run, launch, have your own successful at-home business. Okay? And I'm really excited about it. I've got some big plans for you guys. I'm going to basically tell you exactly how I was able to begin to make a living by myself, and how I was able to take it from just me to everybody. How do I say that better? I was able to take it from, you know, just a small business that I was running. Initially, I started out doing websites and writing and things like that, and it all came together for me recently. Not recently, but I was making money for years, since 2006, I guess. But then around, I guess it was around 2008, 2009 that I started really doing well. And then this gave me the freedom to begin other things, you know. And so I wrote books. I've written thousands of blog posts. I've written thousands for myself, probably, but also for other clients and things like that. I've done ghostwriting. I've done all the things. But what I really wanted to do was to make people's lives better, help people make their own lives better. And that is why I'm here. And this particular niche has brought me to you, as well as to, you know, this point of success in my life, because I was able to, what I wanted to do was help people make their lives better. And I found a way to begin to do that, and it's beautiful. So I'm excited about the new series. You guys have told me that it's something you want, and so I just can't wait to set it up for you. All right, so stay tuned. It's coming. So in addition to being able to understand that your frame of mind has to be right, you also have to understand that your action has to be there. You can't just think about it. You got to do it. You feel me? So you have to be prepared. And if you're really interested in starting your own business, you have to understand the level of commitment that it takes to succeed, and the level of stick-to-itiveness that it takes. So we're going to talk more about that this week. All right? All right, I'm going to close up for now. I've got to get this girl to school. So you all have a wonderful day. Happy Monday. I'll see you later today for 1 or 2 more videos. Okay? Stay tuned. Oh, and as always, thanks so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.